There are people that say cats are better. There are people that say dogs are better. But what are you categorizing them in? Are you categorizing them in the amount of affection? Well, this depends on the breed. And are you talking about house cats? Domestic cats? Not all of them are house cats. Maybe, possibly, probably not. But not all species of cats are created equally. Same goes for the different breeds of dogs. Dogs were bred for specific purposes. Cats did not get that much breeding, and because cats were selectively bred, at least as far as I'm aware, significantly less by a significantly large proportion when compared to dogs. I'm pretty sure that there is less variety in what cats can do as far as domestic cats go. And dogs that were selectively bred by humans. Selectively bred from ancient wolves that may or may not be extinct by now in the thousands of years that have passed. Anyway, yeah. So, now you may call that unfair, but in a way it is not. Because that is the limit for cats. For their species, for the house cat breeds, for the species of dogs, canines, the species of felines, the different breeds of of dogs. You know, that's just how they are. But if you're going from the average of the entire available catalog of cats and dogs, well, I'm not so sure. But are you limiting yourself to just the domestic breeds of canines and felines? Or are you categorizing everything that is in their family? You know, every canine versus every feline. Find the most common things about them. You know, the average, not mathematical average. No, outliers go off and can set off the thing. No, average as in most common. You know, the definition of average. As opposed to mathematical average. The mathematical equivalent of the definition of average, I think it would be the median or the mode. One of the two. Anyway. Yeah. And if are you going by the most superior, you go through the entire catalog of canines, or just domesticated dogs. You take the best, you find the dog with the best stat in that particular category. Let's go with jaw strength. And then depending on if you went the entire catalog of felines or domestic cats, you take the one of that group with the greatest jaw strength and compare the two. And do this for every single category. Well, then you have a definitive answer. But let's say that the feline wins this category, because as far as you found, the most powerful jaw strength of any feline is enough to break your femur and some PSI to spare, and you find no dogs with equal or lower jaw strength. But then you find there is a dog that is selectively bred, and it is better than the feet. Oh wait, yeah, it is better than the winner in the cat category. Is the cat still better? No, I say nay. If you are that is, if you a dog was selectively bred, but let's say that a dog species canine, a canine was discovered, the one with the force to bite your leg in two. It is not a domestic cat, it is a wild cat, it is a big cat, so it is in the feline family. So, let's say that there is this canine species discovered. Let's say it's in Alaska, and it has a bite force that can bite off 2 human femurs. Not only does it bite the average human femur in 2, but it can do this to 2 human femurs that are stacked on each other like this. Like, that's one hand, and this is 2 hands. Like that, but only with femurs. And each of those femurs have a mutation for double bone density. And it can bite clean through that. But the feline that was chosen cannot even bite through 1 femur with average bone density. But that canine was found to have existed for hundreds of years. You know, hundreds of years before the list was compiled. Were you wrong in categorizing the the feline family tree as the winner, which includes cats but not dogs? And then you question, well, let's say after this discovery you go, well, what about all of the other categories that inserts family tree that won here? One. But what if the other there. Oh, that's right, we're going by family tree. Why am I so bad? And then this family tree that won, you question it, because what if the opposing family tree? Why am I saying family tree? The opposing family that species is a part of. What if it has an undiscovered member that outcompetes the family group that the winning one had? And as long as that possibility exists, can you really declare that one is definitively better than the other? Or are you going to make the list of feline versus canine species discovered so far? You know, adding the discovered so far as opposed to something like canine versus feline, which would imply all species. And even so, until every single species is discovered, and there is no scientifically possible way for there to be more undiscovered species, at least on You know what? No, let's not get into interplanetary because they evolved on a different planet. But if they each have the features that say that they are part of this Earth family, but none of their descendants were part of that Earth family, like family of canine or feline or family of great ape, would it still be part of that family? Or would it be part of a different family? Because not only did none of its ancestors either exist there, or even have any ancestors that existed on the same planet as the one in said Earth family tree. Earth's family of classification. Can it really still be counted as part of that family? I say it probably would, because it has all the features of its biology that qualify it as being part of that family. So, if that is there, then is there really any reason to say it's not part of that family? Unless it has not only all of the qualifying features for that family, but another family as well, making it part of two families. When that happens to an animal, is it qualified as both families? Is it part of its own family? Or is it undetermined? I don't know. Because I don't have any information that went into my brain that answers that. So, saying if a cat or a dog is a better animal is subjective at most things until all of the universe has been seen, visited, documented, and all life in the universe, not observable universe, the universe, all life in that has been documented and classified, then you can deal with that. But will it be measured by points in each category? Will it be measured by whichever one has the most categories that it's better in than the other? Does it even matter? Or will it be based off of what they are effective at the most? I mean, if a species is incredible at, I don't know, disassembling things and then reassembling them, and then they come across a species that is impervious to all damage and is the apex predator of that planet. Not the aforementioned species that could take apart and reassemble things quickly. No, not the ecosystem of that thing, but that planet. Is it still better than the one that can really be hired to ensure an incredible job for reassembling something after disassembling it? I mean, if they're both being judged in that category, and they're not getting 1 point per category, then who knows? Or maybe species Y is incredible at surviving, a tardigrade. But then species X is incredible at literally everything else. Yeah, tardigrades are good at surviving, but they're not so good at much else than that. Which one is better?